What's up, guys? It is AsiaCaster here with another video. As you can see, again, I am not in Shanghai, China. I escaped yesterday and came to the farthest place possible, the only place possible in the world that does not have the coronavirus, Africa. I'm in Tanzania, Africa right now, and this video is about the Red Cross scandal, which has been the last couple days, which is kind of really just happening and kind of a big thing. Um, and what is going on and what is stirring up all these Chinese people, really anger at the government and Red Cross and that about dealing with the Wuhan situation. So let's talk about that. Let's dive right in. Okay, guys, let's talk about this because this is super interesting and it's exploded over the past day. And I haven't seen much coverage about this in the Western media. I think maybe they're slower with getting like the true Chinese news and stuff that's going on in China. It'll probably come out in like a week or something. I don't know. But right now, I don't see too much talking about it. And it is the biggest topic right now in China and controversy and a scandal that has happened last day. So right now, you got the coronavirus, right? So you got millions of people that is centered in Wuhan. You got millions of people who are donating money to the Red Cross in China. That is the pretty much the main organization for any of this stuff that happens, natural disasters and stuff and whatnot in China, and of course other countries around the world. And the thing with Red Cross China is they've been receiving millions of dollars in donations from Chinese and other people abroad to provide masks and other needed equipment to Wuhan hospitals that are full of these people who have these diseases. Because apparently there's not enough masks even to cover these hospitals. They need more masks. Because if you think about it, right, these masks, you need to replace them every day. There's 1 billion people in China, that's 1 billion masks a day. There's a huge need, and they can't fulfill the need. Especially the important part is the Wuhan. So people are donating to give the people in Wuhan and in the hospitals these masks. So what is the controversy about? Well, the controversy started as some people were kind of being skeptical towards Red Cross and how they're dealing with the situation, because they're receiving all this money and they're like, look, they even posted the data of how much masks are being given to each hospital. They're like, look, you gave the biggest hospital that I guess needs masks only 3,000 masks. People are looking at the data and stuff. You gave this other hospital that has very few, they don't even do anything with lungs and stuff. They don't even have almost any of those people who are sick with the coronavirus. You gave them 15,000. What is going on? Like, doesn't feel or speculating that they're not allocating the resources properly, and they don't know how to deal with the situation, and they're abusing these donations and stuff. So that is what people have been talking about the past few days, because they've been it's gotten so much money, millions and millions of dollars. And what happened yesterday was the thing that sparked this huge controversy. Is they were doing a live stream, and a live stream of it was on the news, and they were getting a tour of the Red Cross facility in Wuhan and how they're helping. And they went through it, and then as the journalist, she was like trying to get into the place where they have the supplies, right? And have the supplies and everything that was donated and stuff. And as she was trying to go in there, all of a sudden the security guards runs over and I guess like pretty much kicks him out and like starts yelling at her like, you can't go in there and stuff. And all of a sudden the live stream, there's a government, it was on the TV like by the government. All of a sudden the live stream, because it was a live stream, it's just cut out. They didn't want anyone to see it, what was going on, the situation. But since it was a live stream, everyone already saw it and everyone already knew like, oh crap. It revealed how bad the situation was and how the Red Cross is kind of is not doing a good job with their sources. And China now, let's talk about the important thing. Is Red Cross in China is much different than other places. Red Cross in China is actually like a puppet. It's controlled by the government in most ways. It is essentially controlled by the government. So it's not like it's this private, well-run organization. It is a puppet to the government. That the government can use this organization to do what they want and essentially hopefully help. But in China, there's many layers to the government, and essentially maybe the central government, Xi Jinping, whatever, they are giving orders for, they are letting the Red Cross deal with the situation. But since there's levels in the government, some of the lower levels, there's a lot of corruption, and it might not be at the top, it might not be, but in some of the levels, there's a lot of this corruption that is influencing and in making the allocation and Red Cross not work as it should be and to the standards it should be, dealing with all these people's donations. And so there's been also stuff that is coming up that all these masks a lot of these masks are being allocated to government officials that aren't even in Wuhan, just to give it to them because they want masks and they need masks, and not instead of the sick people. That is one thing. Also, there's another news that people, maybe officials and stuff, were taking these masks and selling them for huge profits. Some of these, obviously, these are some rumors. Some people have a little bit of evidence that they tried to back it up with. I'm not sure the full truth of this, but this is important because this is actually, the Chinese government really cares about people not having a bad attitude towards the government. And this is one of the very few times that I've seen many Chinese, especially youth, have a very, very upset at the government. And so many are posting bad stuff, saying the government has a lot of, corruption and filth and stuff. Which you very rarely hear in China. Maybe some people know that, a lot of people know that, but they don't really say it publicly. But this event, I think, is touching people's kind of emotions because they're like, these people really need help. They're just pissed off. We need to help these people, and your corruption is influencing this mightily. So right now, that is what's going on in China right now. I don't know why the Red Cross is willing to run in China if they're being a puppet like that, and they can't run efficiently like their standards should be in America and whatnot. But the corruption it's blowing up on social media. People are talking about it, especially the young people, because like I said, they're at homes, they have nothing to do. All they're talking about, all they're doing is on Twitter 12 hours a day, the Chinese Twitter, called Weibo. And the problem that I've heard some people mention was that usually Chinese, obviously the internet here is very censored. So if you say bad stuff that the Chinese don't want to get spread, they'll block it very quickly. But apparently, because so many people are at home, not working and not going to school, they're on these networks that they almost can't keep up with the demand, and they can't block as many stuff that they might usually block, and things are just getting spread quicker. We'll see where this Red Cross scandal goes. All I know is it's a really dump of a situation that all these people are donating money, and it's getting misused. To me, I was always confused, like, why are people donating money for this mask? Like, because to me, the Chinese government is super powerful, has access to any resources it wants. If the Chinese government wants to to fix this problem and give the masks to all the people who need them in the hospitals and stuff, they could do it easily. It's not a big problem. They got the resources. They could get the elite, at the very least, to the places, the hospitals in Wuhan that need them. It's not like a ton of hospitals. That's just one city. That's not a problem for the Chinese government. So I'm thinking, why are people are essentially donating money to the Chinese government right now by donating to Red Cross. I think people feel good about donating, but they don't understand what they're doing, and that it's not actually having a good impact. But they mean well. So yeah, let's keep updated and keep a watch. I'll keep a watch on the situation. And okay, I gotta go and get some dinner. We'll see you guys.